king burst through the door in a panic, only to see his wife weeping on the bed, holding a baby in her arms. He strode over to her, and instead of comforting her first, he repeatedly pressed her to confirm whether she had given birth to one baby or two. Upon getting her affirmative answer, the king's eyes widened in fear, for this island was cursed by the gods. Everything must be even in number, otherwise, it would be forcibly destroyed by the gods. To prevent his newborn son from dying due to the curse, the king mounted his steed and raced toward the temple of the twin gods. He placed his son on the altar, then set a twin crystal stone on another leaf, drawing the outline of a human face on it. The king prayed to the twin gods like a devout believer. Unexpectedly, after a moment, the crystal stone cloned an identical son. The king joyfully lifted both sons high, but accidentally slipped his hand, dropping the newly formed baby and shattering it. A crack instantly appeared where the crystal stone fell. The king knew this signaled the start of the twin gods' punishment. To protect his son, he could only ride his motorcycle and flee. In a moment of crisis, he reached an unfamiliar exit, just as the twin gods' hand failed to stretch through. The cave entrance then collapsed instantly, blocking the way. Beside the wooden bridge stood numerous prohibition signs, and no one knew if blessings or misfortunes awaited at the end of the bridge. But clinging to a glimmer of hope, the king decided to take the risk and drove his motorcycle onto the bridge. At that moment, a strong light appeared at the other end of the bridge, and the motorcycles, presumably others or a reflection, collided and flipped over. When the king regained consciousness, he grabbed the child with one hand and used a flashlight to check his surroundings with the other. What he never expected, though, was this: standing across from him was a man who looked exactly like him, even sharing nearly identical behaviors and habits. The moment their palms touched, long-buried memories came flooding back. It turned out they were twin brothers. The twin gods, fearing the brothers' power, had separated them years ago. Now, the brothers were determined to overthrow the twin gods' rule. They merged their pendants into one, and a powerful force radiated out instantly. The two islands finally merged into one at that moment. Then, the twin gods were suddenly dragged out by an unknown force, and the island was finally freed from their curse.